You know you need to save. It's not so hard when you're earning a lot, but what if your current income leaves much to be desired? Do you feel that saving is not possible with your low income? Well, I have good news for you. It is possible to grow your savings with a low income. That's what I will share with you in this video. 7 easy ways to save even with a low income. Hi, and welcome to Business Reactor, where we will be showing you the latest tips and tricks in the financial space as well as business and entrepreneurship. If you want success in your life and business, then you came to the right place. Because in this channel, we help you in getting ready for success. For more latest success tips from our videos, subscribe to our channel and click on that notification bell button. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Decrease your housing expense. Your largest expense every month is undoubtedly your housing, whether you rent or own your own house. The good news is, even if this is your biggest monthly expense, it is also the area where you will be able to significantly reduce your monthly costs. The happy side effect is it will free up extra funds that you can put into your savings. Most financial experts agree that your housing costs, such as rent or mortgage payments plus utility bills, should be 35% or less of your monthly income after taxes. If you rent, simply find a more affordable place to rent. You can then opt to rent in a more affordable neighborhood, a smaller house, a one-bedroom apartment if you currently live in a two-bedroom, or maybe just a room in someone's house is enough for your needs. However, if you are happy where you're renting right now, there are still other ways to reduce your rent without having to move. Negotiate with your landlord and see if you can exchange your services for a reduction in rent. If you're a yoga teacher, you can offer one-on-one yoga classes to your landlord in exchange for a few $100s off your monthly rent. Or perhaps your landlord is willing to sign you a longer contract at a lower rental rate. This way, your landlord will have the security of having a tenant for a longer time. These strategies can save you a few hundred to thousands of dollars over the period of your lease. Dollars that grow your savings. If you own your home, then moving out is probably not an option you are willing to take. There are some people who do rent out their homes and they choose to rent in a small apartment instead. The profit you can make from renting your home can be used towards your savings. But if you're not one to move out to save money, there are other ways to reduce your housing costs. Small acts like reducing your electric and water consumption can lead to substantial savings over time. Simple ways to do this is turning off the lights and other electrical appliances when not in use. A more substantial way to save your housing costs is to rent out one of your rooms. You get to earn a monthly rent income of a few $100s this way. This can help cover your utility bills or add money into your savings at the end of the month. Tip number 2, don't get into debt. It is absolutely essential that you avoid debt if you want to save money on a low income. Having debt means you will be making monthly repayments, money that would have been better off going into your savings. Plus, you'll have the stress of having creditors hound you every month to collect debt repayments. There is also the matter of interest charges, which is compounded monthly. These charges can quickly add up. The rates of line of credit are generally in the vicinity of 3 to 5%. If you have an outstanding balance of $7,000, that means you need to pay $18 to $29 a month. It may not seem much, but remember, the charges are compounded monthly. When you do the computations to add up the principal amount that the interest charges, you can easily see why being in debt, it makes it almost impossible to save on a low income. Let's not forget credit card debt. In 2021, the average American credit card debt is $5,525. As of December 1, 2021, the average credit card interest rate is at 16.13%, although both figures have gone down a bit compared to pre-pandemic rates. That still means that the average American pays $891.18 in interest to credit card companies. But wait, there's more. Credit card interest is compounded daily based on your average daily balance. The larger your balance grows, the more interest will be added to the amount you originally owed. That's why credit card interest charges can quickly accumulate. That's money that could have been used towards your savings. So if you want to save money on a low income, avoid debt of any kind at all costs. Tip number 3, is it a need or a want? Before you purchase something, think first if the item in question is a need or a want. Understanding the difference between the two will help you save on a low income. What's the difference? Needs are those things you absolutely cannot survive without. They are food, clothing, shelter, and transportation in their most basic form. Wants are those things that you can survive without, including those that are extension of things that meet your needs. When you have a low income, it is wise to spend only on core expenses. What do I mean by this? Let me explain. We all need clothing. You already own nice shirts or dresses. You see a new dress you would love to wear at a friend's birthday. Do you really have to buy that dress, or will one of your nice dresses that you hardly wear anyway serve the purpose? Let's say you saw the new phone model. It has a better selfie camera. Are you gonna buy it just for that when your current phone works perfectly fine? Another example, you love to work out. You have enough workout clothes that are in great condition. You see that your favorite activewear designer influencer has launched her latest designs and they are so cute, but oh so expensive. You now so badly want them. Does it make sense to just buy it so you can be in vogue while working out? Don't worry, you won't be scrimping forever. If you really want to splurge on an item, here's what you can do. Figure out how much you need for that item and set that as your savings goal. Once you reach your goal, go out and buy it. The beauty of this strategy is it gives you plenty of time to rethink if you really want that item, and it also helps you build the habit of saving. Remember, to save money on a low income, always know your wants from your needs. Tip number 4, strategize grocery shopping. One of our higher expenses each month is groceries. The average amount a person spends on groceries is $300 a month. It may seem that there's not much leeway to reduce this amount, but with the strategies I will share with you, you will learn how you can cut grocery shopping bill by a third. First of all, meal prep. When you plan your meals ahead of time, you're sure to buy the exact amount of ingredients that you need. Less food, maybe even no food, will go to waste. Americans waste a lot of food. Science Daily published in 2018 a study that found that a pound a day is wasted in the United States. Second, eat less meat. Meat is the most expensive item in your grocery shopping list. If you eat less meat and substitute plant proteins like beans instead, you will have significant savings and you don't need to go vegetarian, but just mindfully lessen your meat intake. Have 2 to 3 meatless days a week, or just lessen your meat portions and increase your vegetables and grain portions for each meal. Third, eat less. If you have your doctor's approval, try going with only 2 meals a day. It has certainly worked for me. Besides saving money, I found that I save time as well because there are less meals to prepare. Of course, make sure that each meal is nutritionally balanced. Fourth, do not go grocery shopping hungry. When you're hungry, you will be tempted to buy more food than you normally would. Lastly, leave your credit cards at home when grocery shopping. This way, you are sure to spend the only money you have on hand and will not go over your budget. Tip number 5, avoid costly entertainment. All this talk about decreasing spending in order to save makes it sound like one has to live life of austerity and bleakness. While it is true that having a vibrant social life is important for your well-being, you don't need to be extravagant to have fun with friends. Going to movies, dining out, grabbing a drink after work, clubbing, these are all fun activities to do with friends, but they can be costly. There are low-cost, meaningful ways to bond with your friends. Instead of watching a movie at the cinema, you can invite them to come over and watch a great movie on Netflix. You can start hosting potluck dinner parties at home instead of dining out. Rather than clubbing or grabbing drinks, you can explore having fun in games or walks at the park instead. These strategies allow you to have fun without going broke and help you increase your savings. Tip number 6, put in place a zero-based budget. What do we mean by this? Implementing zero-based budgeting is great if you find it difficult to control your spending. Basically, zero-sum budgeting assigns every dollar you earn to a specific expense. With this strategy, you treat savings and investments like other expenses. At the end of the month, you will have $0 left since every dollar has either been spent, saved, or invested. To illustrate better, let's say you earn $2,000 a month after tax. You will assign the entire 2,000 to your expense items such as rent, groceries, transportation, and entertainment. And you will also include savings and investments as items. So you might allocate 700 to rent and utilities, 200 to groceries, 300 to entertainment, 300 to transportation, and the remaining to your savings. Of course, this is super simplified, but you get the picture. With zero based budgeting, you will be able to identify areas where you overspend and make adjustments. Tip number 7, set up automated payroll savings deductions. Partnered with zero based budgeting, automating your savings is a fantastic way to ensure that you save every month, even on a low income. Talk with your employer to arrange for part of your salary to automatically go to your savings account instead of your full pay going into your checking account. Arrange with your employer what percentage of your after tax pay will be automatically deducted. You can set it to the savings amount you have set in your zero based budget. The advantage of this strategy is that it automates your savings, freeing valuable mind space from saving and enabling you to focus instead on improving yourself, your skills, and your knowledge to make more money. Once you've gotten into the groove of saving, I recommend that you explore ways to increase your income, as this will allow you to save even more and eventually invest and grow your money to build wealth. And that's it for today. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications for up-to-date videos on new trends and tips in the financial space, as well as business and entrepreneurship. Also, do leave a comment below if you have any thoughts and give a press on that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.